Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome or welcome back. Jen in the house, and I know I'm looking really rough. I had to work 6 days this week, and today I remembered I didn't have a pre-filmed video to put up or like just edit and go on about my life. So I woke up with a terrible headache. My neck and my shoulder hurt so bad. I'm not really sure why. But I promised you I would upload every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, and that is fully what I intend to do. At the end of my last video, I let you know I would be using the CARLIBYBEL ABH palette. Go ahead and ta-da! I have used it a couple of times, and I wanted to do a little bit different of a video. And then I also have the undressed lipsticks, lip gloss, all that stuff. So I thought, what better way to showcase this and to try a different sort of like video for me would be to swatch all the lippies, which is way easier when you don't have on a full face of makeup. You can just remove it and go on to the next color, so you guys can actually see on a fair to light skin tone what these lipsticks will look like. And then I also wanted to go ahead and do live eye swatches of each one of the colors that's in here. I have thoroughly been enjoying this palette. It's been very wonderful, and so I'll just show you all the eye swatches. So I'll probably zoom myself in a little bit. It'll be a different video, but I hope that you all like it. And if you want to see a full look, let me know and I will film a video doing that. So without further ado, and the longest intro ever, let's get into it. Alright, so whenever you get the lipsticks, you open from the top and then you can pull lipsticks out, dun 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 dun, sort of like that. So I really liked the way that this actually showed up. This was very thought about, very well. So this one has a little bit different of a lid. This is the color Summer Vibes, and this is a lip gloss. Super pretty, very shimmery. And I'm not going to use eyeliner. I just want you to see, eyeliner, lip liner, not eyeliner, what this actually looks like without anything in the way or whatever. So it's a little opaque. As you can see, you can definitely build it up. Pretty. And then we'll go ahead and do a little hand swatch, and that is Summer Vibes. I'm not sure why she did Summer Vibes for a Christmas fall collection, but who am I? Oh my gosh, it keeps falling out of the package. Okay. All right, next color up. So the lip glosses wear very well, almost like a liquid lipstick. It's actually quite nice. But the next one that we have is Beaming, and this one has a different colored lid. This is the only shimmer that is in the 5-piece that's a liquid lipstick. So we'll just go ahead and hand, and then lip. Dun, dun, dun. And that is Beaming. Next is On Mute. This is the first darkest matte that there is in the collection, right here. And now the lip. I actually wore this the other day. It wore for a very long time. I actually mix matched it with the KKW lipstick in the middle and a Steve Laurent lip liner from BoxyCharm. and it was quite nice. And this is on mute. Next lipstick, and my personal fave, Peachy. This is a mid-tone sort of nude. There is that color. These are so pretty. Flip it over and the lip swatch. I think with my skin tone, peachy things look really nice, but it's all up to personal preference. And of course it looks a little weird with that lip liner and everything else, but you get the idea. This is Peachy. And the last lipstick is Sand. And this one is a little lighter with more of a actual nude brown undertone. Very close to Pure Hollywood if you've ever had or tried that one, but not an exact dupe. So I was surprised for that, because I saw it and I was like, oh, I had to go compare. This one has more brown. Pure Hollywood has more pink. And oh, yep, and this is Sand. And those are the 5 shades that come in the Holiday Lipstick Lip Gloss collection. Okay, so next we're gonna have the palette, and I love the packaging on this. Very cute, very playful. The back, very easy to keep clean because it's nice and slick, and you can kind of feel that this is a little raised up, which is a nice effect. It comes with the mirror in there, and then per usual it comes with a dual-ended brush by ABH. So I'll just say the colors as I do the live eye swatches, and I'm only going to do the swatch on my eye. I don't see the point in doing it on my eye and also doing it on my arm, but I will tell you the names as I swatch them on my eye. So I'm going to go ahead and move in closer and get my brush. I am using a Sigma E55 eye shading brush, and I find that this brush really picks up colors nicely, especially shimmers, so I decided to use this brush for my live swatching. Sigma brushes do have a 2-year warranty, so they're really good brushes, but I got mine at TJ Maxx. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do from top to bottom, left to right. The first one is going to be B-O-L-I, Boli, I'm not sure. It's a nice shimmery light pink with a touch of silver to it, and it's very, very pretty. A little bit of fallout with it, not make or break, not a huge surprise. And that is Boli with the brush. So I want to go ahead and do it as a finger swatch for the other eye. That way you can see the difference in using a brush and your finger. And that is the difference. Right, the next color that we have is for her namesake. It is Bybel, and it is a matte color. It's a nice sort of mauvey brown shade, and you can use it as a transition or anything else you want. You can do what I'm doing here, one color all over the lid, and it would look very, very nice. So that is Bybel. Now I don't want to do an eye, like a finger swatch on my eye for a matte color, because most people don't do that with a matte color. They do it just with the shimmer colors. So I think I'm going to stick to that trend. The next color is Mandalay. Right here. Sorry, I have an itch. And then we're going to do Mandalay. This is a nice light purple with a little bit of pink shimmer. Very light in tone, very light base. And then we'll do Mandala on this one. So if you use your finger, it does look a little more opaque and a little more purple instead of like an ultraviolet. So there's that. Alright, the next color is going to be Libra. This is like a darker purple with a bit of a, I feel like silver, maybe, I don't know. It's very different. I don't really have any colors like this in my collection. And then we'll do it over here as well. I really like the way that the ABH shimmers go on with the finger as opposed to with a brush. Just the difference in the opacity and the way that they look, I prefer. So there is Libra. Alright, the next one is Jody. It's a very sort of blue purple. It's just a regular shimmer for the ABH formula. Very pretty. Looks like a blue purple with a little bit of silver. And then the finger swatch, as you see, it just really glides on. This one looks kind of the same for both, to be honest. So I think the brush or the finger application with this one would be fine, but this is the color Jody. Alright, I backed up a little bit for the next one. I felt like I was a little too close. This next one is called OA, and it's a deeper purple. However, this one's more glittery, and it has gold and green and blue flecks in it. We'll apply with a brush. This one, I know because I've used it, applies way better with your finger. But for the sake of showing you, I'm doing both. There is that. And then with the finger. So this really shows its true opacity, true color, and gives it that full strength bam that it needs. And it really shows the glitter better. This one is called OA. So a lot of people felt like Jody and OA were a lot alike, but it turns out once you get it in your pretty little hands, they're very different. Alright, the next color I feel like is the deepest color in the palette, and this one is BOIE, I think Boy. And this is just a nice matte brown. And I'm kind of patting and tapping just to get the color to go a little further here so I don't have to double dip. But this one looks a little patchy going on. I'm not sure if it's because maybe I'm using a makeup remover and taking it off and putting it on again, but it hasn't been patchy when I've used it, so I'm hoping that that is the trouble. But that one is the deepest color in the palette. I think it's Boy, like boy. The next one is Bear. This is a nice kind of vanilla looking, I want to say satin, but it really does have some shimmer to it, so you don't want to use it as a transition color because it does have that shimmer. And when you use it with your finger, you can definitely see better that shimmer that's in it. So that is that. Bear, as in B-E-A-R, bear. Okay, my hair is becoming very distracting. So the next color is Moo, and this is a nice shimmery champagne kind of gold color, and it is very, very pretty. That is with the brush, and this is with the finger. And once again, the payoff with the finger is so much more than with the brush, and that is the color Moo. Alright, so the next three colors are matte colors, so I'm just going to go ahead and do one on one eye and one on the other. Just make sure my eyes are dry. Sorry, I'm not even wearing my jewelry today. And this one is chai, like chai tea. Dun, dun, dun. It's a very like caramel colored matte. And there is that one. So I have to like lift up my entire lid so that you can see the color. And this one is called Cindy. This is a nice coral, sort of peachy orange color. And chai and peachy. Really pretty. Alright, the next one is like a it's kind of a deep pinky color. It's called S-T-E-V, Steve or Stev, I'm not sure. But this is the color, and I quite like it. So sometimes I feel like this is the darkest color and not the brown, just because of the payoff. And I forgot to mention to you all that Cindy, the coral color that I used just a second ago, that one is supposed to be an eye pigment. So, not really best for the eye area, but yeah. So Stev or Steve, I'm not sure here, is that color. Okay, two more colors in the palette. This one that's coming up is called Aura. It's a very nice pink, very shimmery, a little bit of silver and gold undertone. Really, really pretty. I've liked this color quite a bit. I really like the glitter flecks in it. It's kind of the same texture as OA, these last two are. And so with the finger, it's going to be a way better effect. So, as you can see, that is our Alright, last but not least. Okay, last but not least, and my eyes are super raw. The last one is called My Angels. This is a nice sort of deep gold color with almost like a black bronze undertone to it. Very different, again, not like a lot that I have in my collection. And I did compare it to like the Tarte Paint Pots Martini and Park Ave Princess, and this just has way more gold in it than those two do. Those are like champagne and an actual bronze. So here is My Angels with a finger swatch. Dun, 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 dun. We'll get a little bit more here. And there you go. Very sort of multi-dimensional when it moves around on your eye. It looks very different, so I kind of like the look of that. But that is all of the shades in the palette. Alright, so having seen all the colors, now you know what it looks like. I personally really like this. This is probably the most everyday with the best pops of color eyeshadow palette that there is out right now. So, that being said, I wanted to, let me get the brush out of here, compare it to a couple of other palettes that are in the ABH, because I'm sure a lot of people are thinking the gold from Soft Glam and some of the pinks and stuff. So you have the two here. And as you can see, these two golds are very different. I can go ahead and swatch them for you. I wish I had more desk space right now. I have my computer up here. So you have My Angels and Bronze. And I guess I can't really do that with that one. You can see this one is very yellow, very bright, very much a different undertone. So in that way, they're very different. Are they similar? Yes. Are they exactly the same? No. I think for me, this one most felt like the Carli-BYBEL one. So I also wanted to compare Boy and Cyrus Umber. So those two are very close, but again, not the same. Then you can also take the Chi and Burnt Orange, close, but not the same. So there are a lot of colors in here for me that kind of felt like the same in the Soft Glam, but they're not exactly the same. So, of course, upon further inspection, I kept going. So I wanted to compare it as well to the Modern Renaissance palette, because at first I really felt like, oh my gosh, let me drop it and break it. I really felt like some of the colors that were in here were maybe in here as well, but they're really not. The ones that I felt like were the closest from Modern Renaissance and the Carli one were the Bali and Vermeer. So those two there. But again, close, but not the same. I love ABH. I have all of the palettes except for Alyssa Edwards and then the new big volume ones. I have all these other ones. I don't really feel like I need the huge palettes. And then I went ahead and pulled all of them out. So there's this one here. Again, I kind of felt like some of these were the same. Really, for me, it was Aura and Rose Quartz from the Sultry. But again, Aura is more pink than the one in the Sultry. So those were very different as well. Moving along, we'll go ahead and open up Prism. Prism, for me, I felt like the color Bybel was the same as the Allure here in the Holiday palette. This was my first ABH palette. And Bybel. The Bybel is just a little bit darker. It's a little bit deeper than the one that's in here. And this is my favorite color in here. So that's right off the bat. I was like, say what? I love that color. But I don't know. Once you swatch them, they are almost exactly alike. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe. Those two are the closest two that I found. Though I feel like this one is a little bit lighter than this one. And that may just be the way my fingers swatch differently. It may just be, I don't know. But I felt like they were a lot alike. But then I'm of course going to keep looking because I have more comparisons. And I think that was all from this one. Yeah. I think. Yeah, that was it. No, it wasn't. Okay, so Jody, I felt like I had seen before. So this is Jody and Dimension from the Prism palette. Very close. So let's go ahead here and do the little swatcheroo. I feel like the one on the bottom is a little bit blue, a little more blue than the one on the top. But again, if you already have the Prism, maybe you don't need this. Personal preference completely and totally. I have it. I liked it. I liked the layout and a lot of the colors. I felt like it would be very suitable for every day, and I love the shimmer formula by ABH. So let's go on. Let's go ahead and get out the Riviera. Dun, 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 dun. And for me, the colors that felt the most alike in this palette, again, was Jody and then Seaside. I might be onto something here, huh? So we'll go ahead and swatch these two. Again, Jody is a little bit lighter than Seaside, but close enough that I feel like, you know, unless you don't have all these other colors in your collection, this probably isn't warranted for you. Me, I like eyeshadow, so, you know, collector of ABH. That's just me as a person. So, of course, I went with it. Let's see. I was trying to remember if there's any other colors in there that really were reminiscent of the ones that were in there. And yes, there was one more in this one as well. Okay, so we have Coastline right here. And then we have Cindy. Cindy is a little bit lighter. And you can just tell that by looking here. But again, not much. All right, so let's just keep going. We have two more ABH palettes to go through. The next one is the Norvina. This is probably my least favorite of the collections that they have, to be honest. And I just don't know why. I just don't feel like any of the cool tone shades on the bottom look good on my eye. And it just really bothers me. So, let's see. Really, at first glance, I don't see too many things that are exactly alike, unless you want to look at Moo and Summer. These two. And Bali and Dreamer. And Dreamer is one of my favorite from that one. So those are those two. So these two and these two. Just real close. Super close. All right. And then I think that was all the comparisons in that one. No, Wild Child and Aura. Oh, nope, those are very different. Wild Child was super pink. Okay. And moving on, last but not least, everybody's favorite, Subculture. I really like this palette. I don't know if I got a different formula than everyone else. I like that there's only 3 shimmers in this palette, and I really like all of the mattes here. So in this palette, I want to compare Roxy and Cindy. Well, these two are basically dead on the same. I don't see much of a difference. If anything, maybe one is lighter than the other, but like not by much. Not by much. So let's keep going. I don't think any of the shimmers look alike from this one translating over to the other one. And the browns don't really translate either. So that may be it for that one. But for me, that's a lot of kind of crossover. I will say unique to this palette is OA, definitely. Mandalay, I'm not sure how to say that exactly. And maybe Stev, maybe this one is like super original to this palette within the ABH collection. You know, take in mind too that I don't have her big volumes and all that. I don't have any beyond Modern Renaissance and Subculture as far as like older ones, so I can't compare to that. But this all boils down to personal preference. I did just want to kind of show you guys that in case you were like, I have all of them, do I need that one? I think if you want to support Carli, then absolutely. I haven't been watching her very long, but she has such a good aura about her, very good spirit. She's very funny, and I believe what she's saying. You know what I mean? I don't think she's like a lion-ass YouTuber, and that's why I watch her. You know, I watch people like Bailey Sarian, Jen Loves Reviews, Samantha March, Bailey Lane, Ashley Clady, some of my favorites. You know what I mean? Those are some of my favorite YouTubers that I watch. I obviously have other ones. Steph Beauty 05, duh. Roxette Ariza, Madison 89 Miller. I watch those group of people because I feel like they tell the truth in their videos, and I really appreciate that. And today I just wanted to share a video with you, show you the lip swatches, show you the colors in the palette. I hope that you like this different kind of video. If you did, let me know down below. Sound off, let me know if you like this, or if you just like whenever I do a look. If you just want to see a look with this, then let me know, and I can do a look for you. Completely and totally up to you. So, just a little recap. Here are the lippies. Love all of these. These colors are very nice. They do kind of turn out a little bit darker on me than I kind of expected, but great additions to my collection. Love these. Love the formula. It doesn't bleed into my little grandma lines, so I love that, even without a lip liner. So that's really nice if you have more mature skin, more mature lips. I know that's really helpful. And then, of course, this amazing eyeshadow palette. Hey. Perfect mixture of warm tones and cool tones. Really enjoying it. Used it almost every day this week. So, do me a favor. What's your favorite ABH palette? Let me know down below. If you have them, if you don't have them, if you do, what's your favorite? If you don't, which one do you wish that you had? And let's just start a conversation. How do you feel about ABH and all the current releases? Not really giving people their moment to shine. Oh my goodness, I forgot the Jackie Aina palette. BRB. Okay, because I was like, the nerve of me. This is like my favorite one ever. Packaging and everything. So pretty. Dun, 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 dun. Here are those colors. Of course, my cat's at the door chirping it up now. Let's go ahead and look at these as well. Dun, 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 dun. Bam. Of course, Jackie's is intended for deeper skin tones, and I appreciate it. I really love this. You can get very cohesive looks. The shimmers are the business. The purples are very different in each palette. Zam is so good in this other palette, this Jackie Aina palette. Love it. I'm telling you, it's so dang good. None of these colors really translate to each other as I'm sitting here looking. I would say, if anything, maybe ginger and chai, but no. So nothing to see here. I didn't have the Jackie Aina palette out with me to begin with because it's up on the counter and not in the drawer where I got all my ABH palettes out from, so there's that. But yeah, so now I will end. Two very different palettes. Very good. Again, some colors I feel like if you have already in her collection, you know, they're similar, but are they the same type of thing? I do feel like the Prism color and the color in here, the Bybel, I feel like those are an exact match. But hey, that's okay. If that's her favorite, that's her favorite. It was her collaboration, you know what I mean? So, sorry, can I get my life together? Bumping into stuff. All right, so right now I just want to do a shout out. So thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being loyal and always commenting on my video. You're the bee's knees and I love you. I know I'm looking like hell today, but it's Sunday and I had to do what I said I would do, and that was show you this-ish. So I did. Do good, be good, you are good. Remember, if you want to be shouted out in my next video, then leave the first comment on this video. Yeah, that's all you got to do. If you're not subscribed, I would love it if you would. Hello to all my new subscribers. Y'all the best. And ring the notification bell, and then you'll know every time I upload a video, because although my upload schedule as far as days is very consistent, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, me and my upload time are not. So if you turn on the bell, then you'll know when the video goes live. All right, that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I already said it. It's in the end credits. I'll see you later. Have a great week. Love you.